Now, you guys found out this past Thursday, that your position. Were you surprised, or did you know it was going to happen?
So the two of us had kind of been in the running for it, but I was still very excited when I formally found out that I was valedictorian.
Mm-hmm. But how long have you been trying? Is this something you've been trying for, or did it just come naturally?
I would say I've been trying for it, putting forth a concerted effort since probably freshman year. That's
Why?
when I made it. I made it one of my goals then.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that it was a possibility to get it, and I wanted to see if I could.
Yeah. So, I mean, was there... Now, of course, your mom was probably here taking pictures when the announcement was made. So what was her reaction when she heard the news? And your dad, too?
Yeah, my parents were both very excited. They said they were both very proud of me. They knew how much work that I'd put into these last 4 years in high school, so they were very happy that I was getting that recognition.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've been, well, I know for a fact you've been here all your life. So you went to Waccamaw Elementary, middle. Did you do intermediate or?
Yes.
Okay. So you have four schools. A lot of kids only have three. So you've been to all four schools here on the Waccamaw Neck, from elementary to middle to intermediate, and now Waccamaw High. Any teachers that stand out over the years, in all the schools, any of the schools that helped make you the valedictorian?
I would say there are definitely three teachers, especially in high school, that have really helped to make me the person I am. The first would be Miss Julie Humowitz. I had her my junior year, but I was also with her for 4 years since she was the student council advisor, and she really kind of encouraged me to do more work for community service. Mm-hmm. Next, I would say Miss Snell Stevenson, who I've had for 2 years as one of my science teachers. Science is not one of my strengths, I would say, but she's really encouraged me to learn more in those areas and to broaden my academic horizon. And then I would say Miss Stephanie Van Fossen, who's been my French teacher for 4 years. She's the one who's really opened my mind up to a global scale, and to think not even just outside of myself, but outside of the community that we live in and the country we live in.
Now, I can tell you, I've been doing this for a long time, and every year somebody says Miss Humowitz. She's always the one that's included in the list, so she must be a great teacher. So what happens next? Are you going to college?
Yes, University of South Carolina Honors College is next for me. Mm-hmm. I'm on a pre-law track. My major right now is political science, but I'm hoping to expand it to a double major with global studies. To pursue some sort of career in international law, hopefully.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. What would you do with that, with those degrees? If you could picture your life 10 years from now, what would you be doing?
Yeah, so in 10 years from now, I would love to be in some sort of position where I can either work with people as a correspondent with those abroad, or live and work abroad, for the government or some sort of NGO. I just have a lot of interest in traveling and learning about other places. Wow,
that is cool. So usually I ask if the student plans to come back here or go somewhere else. I think you just answered that, with your plans. What are you going to miss most, though, about Waccamaw once you've gone to Columbia?
There's a lot of really great staff and a lot of really good friends that I have here. I will say, a good portion of my core group of friends I'm going to Carolina with, which I'm very excited about. But some of those teachers, especially those three that I've named, I'm leaving behind. And I know that I'll keep in contact with them, but it'll be very different to not see them every day like I have for the past 4 years.
Mm-hmm. If you could give advice to a student that's entering 9th grade, or maybe in middle school, who says that, well, man, I'd love to be the Val or Sal of my school, what would your advice to them be?
I would say go all the way with all of your classes. Don't do anything halfway. If you decide that it's something you want to do, give it your all and make it something that you can be proud of.
You found out last Thursday you were the Salutatorian for Waccamaw High. Was it a surprise, or?
Well, as Luke said, we were kind of going back and forth all throughout high school. Mm-hmm. And so it was a surprise. I was very excited, and you never know, something could happen and someone could come in, but I was very surprised and I was really happy.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you plan to do next?
I'm going to Wofford College for the next 4 years. I'm also on the pre-law track. Right now I'm planning to dual major in government and history, and yeah, I'm excited for my next 4 years at Wofford.
So, what do you plan to do with your degree? If you see yourself 10 years from now, what would you be doing?
Right now I'm hoping to be practicing law in some way. I'm thinking I'm going to do something like corporate law or just general law, but hopefully I'm practicing law and, traveling, doing all sorts of fun things.
Now, have you been interning with anybody? Any lawyers here?
I haven't interned with anyone yet, but
Okay.
I would love to do that in the future. And I know Wofford has lots of good internship programs, which is something that really drew me to the school.
So, what's got you interested in the law area? What is it about it that draws you to it?
I really got into law, which is kind of funny, by watching Suits, the TV show. And I just love looking at cases. I love reading about them. And I also just love how being a lawyer gives you a unique opportunity to help others that are put in circumstances they do not originally want to be in or foresee to be in. And you have this unique opportunity to help them get out of that circumstance.
Well, that's cool. I thought you were going to say Judge Judy, but no, Suits will do it too.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Now, as far as once you leave here, what you going to miss most about Waccamaw?
I'm honestly just going to miss the close-knit community we have here, especially in the Pawleys Island area. Everyone here has been so welcoming when I moved here, and I just love this area. I think it's a great place to grow up in, and I'm just going to miss the people here.
Now, once you do get your degree and you're practicing law, would you like to do it in this area, or do you see yourself somewhere else?
I honestly don't really know where I'm going to see myself, to be honest. I don't know if I'll be here, but probably somewhere in North Carolina or South Carolina, probably somewhere local.
Now, let me ask you about the teachers, whether it was in Charlotte in elementary school or one of the schools here, teachers that stand out that you feel I'm salutatorian now because of them.
I have to say, definitely Miss Raina Smith has been a huge impact on me. I took a bunch of engineering classes because I originally thought I was going to go into a more of an engineering field, and I just stuck it and I just kept taking the classes because I loved her as a teacher. She's been a huge impact on me and is extremely supportive. I would also have to say Miss Julie Humowitz. I did student council as well, and I've had her for 4 years, and I took AP US history with her, and she's just been fantastic. She's the best, always there and always ready to uplift the school and bring spirit. I would also say Mr. Ben Schoen. He's really helped me grow as a writer, and I think he's really pushed me as a student in the classroom, and he's really pushed me to be the best as I can be and challenged me as well.
And let me ask you about the advice. If a student is watching this and says, I'd love to be the Val or Sal one day, what's your advice to them?
Honestly, just I know this is super simple, but just work hard. If you truly want something, you can obtain it, and if you really just put your best effort in, your best foot forward, you can really push yourself. I also think always try to be as well-rounded as you can. Get involved in the school. That's been some of my best moments in high school, has been participating in school events, participating in school activities, and I've just loved doing it.